Hello everyone, this is Pomon bringing you part 25 of my Fire Emblem Mystery of the Emblem series. Grast's Liberation. Or yeah, it has to be Liberation. Grast's Liberation. I didn't expect the story to go this way. Because, well, let's see what the story actually tells us. Following Shida's disturbing news, Marth suffered a heavy blow. A terrible blow. Arden was once a companion in battle and an irreplaceable friend. But why? Why has he attacked Altea? What have I done wrong? Filled with lament, Marth, before hurrying back to his homeland, was faced with his first challenge. Led by the corrupt General Lang, Grast's occupation army was based at Olburn Castle. His nickname was the Nest of Evil. So we went to Macedon, to Medon, to whatever, but before coming back we have decided to... I just saw something very weird in this map. Isn't that broken? Can I bring everyone? No, I have to leave about 4 units behind. Okay. So you have to start deciding who to keep, who to leave behind. That's okay with me. And I guess I can afford to bring one of you. Rhodey, Warren, Draug. Rhodey he has never gotten even once level, so I will try him. Just to see if he's worth anything. I think I have my answer about Draug being worth anything because he's just an armor. And these two guys are just too boring, so yeah. More or less the repeated classes are the ones that I've left behind. It's true having 2 healers maybe doesn't give me anything, but well. I'm mainly going to try and use Yumina. Okay, I'm pretty sure that that's the team. Ready to go. Commander Lang, Altea's army has come. Fool, get a grip. Their army doesn't amount to anything. They can't possibly defeat us. But Lord George's archer left to quell the rebellion. Can we just by ourselves? George? As in... our George. He's an archer from Acanea. I guess that makes sense. What do you say? Call George back this instant. While you're there, call that mercenary Navarl here. Anyway, I'll leave this to you, General Torres. I must leave to prepare the defenses inside. You will stay here on guard to the death. You mustn't let them get close, understood? Okay. So... is George here? George is here, and he has Parthia. Oh. Well, I didn't know that. That changes things. I still would love to be able to kill here, but now it's become a bit more dangerous. What do you have equipped? Oh. This is Ricard. Okay. I guess Ricard can probably get recruited by Julian, right? Okay, let's give it to you, Cecile. 100, you do 12, and that kills. And this is probably an item, so... yeah, it's money. Okay. I saw this is outside of range. Okay, I guess... like, I shouldn't... provoke you. I somehow... like, I'm not confident about you being recruitable. It's too early for a level 5 sniper. Well, I do have a level 6 paladin. I don't know. Am I really supposed to go against you? I don't think so. In this map, it should be pretty good to have Pegase. Okay, that's outside of the range, but the cavalry can be problematic. And you just move directly. Yeah, all of you move. Okay. Okay, I get the general idea. I get the idea. Anyone else? Ricard is running away. I obviously don't like that. Okay, Katria shouldn't kill. So I'm going to start with Katria. Then I'll try to take the kill. Do 9, potential times 2. Yeah, it's okay. Well, that kill went to Katria. There was no way to avoid it. Okay, then let's equip Iron. Let's equip Iron. Let's put Pala here too. And let's look at these enemies with a bit of respect. And can I send you... Yeah. That's good. But that's about it. So I don't want to give every kill to Sirius or Pala. Captain George, the commander ordered us to return to the castle immediately. Lang? I hate that guy. He treats the civilians like slaves. I'm not seriously going to work for a guy like him. Just ignore his order. But, Captain George, if we do that, you will become a criminal. Captain, are you thinking of siding with Altea? No, I couldn't do that. Alright. So he's not... Okay. If I did that right now, my men would get into trouble. There's something that they must avoid at all costs. Captain George. Alright, just tell everyone this. Tell them to stay where they are. If the enemy gets close, begin to attack. So they won't move. Seems that way. They just won't move. Alright, that's pretty fine. I sort of assumed it would go like that. Okay, I have Iron. I maybe could have equipped the rapier, but I don't need to. I don't need to. I was going to say I don't want to take the kills. By the way, I gave the shard to Shida. The shards do increase your stats. And the first one you get, the Taurus shard, is pretty straightforward. I expect to get all of them, obviously. It gets +5 to every growth. So it's obviously a good idea to use it no matter the unit. Oh, you are able to hit. Well, I was mistaken. 15 damage with a stone hoist. Okay. Yeah. I know. There's a lot of you. I get it. Okay, Ricard running away isn't great. But I honestly don't think I can intercept easily. Right, let me think. First of all, I have to take care of them. And I can. The best play for Marth is probably to kill the one in the back, which is not that easy to access. So I will just do 15 times 2. And take it. Nice. Then this is outside of George's range, but just barely. So he's a good measure as to where we can place our units. I have the killer bow here. Let's test the killer bow against a javelin. Not the best idea, but okay. Good damage. Very good damage. Can I take it? Julian can take it. Okay. I think Julian is good for match. So just taking the skill is okay. Julian has decent attack. He probably doesn't have a good growth, but even so, that's some damage. Okay, let's go for Thunder. I'm going to try and feed a kill to Jubelo to at least see his growths. Yeah, this guy is getting doubled easily, so Jubelo can take it. I'm doing 8 here. This should be 6. It is. Goodbye. 32 experience. Strength, speed, weapon resistance. That was a good level. But this is Linde. Oh no. This is difficult. Oh, Alten soldiers, I beg of you, please defeat General Lang. Ah, General Lang. Lately, I feel like I can't speak, like words just get caught in my mouth. As long as that man is here, we will never live in peace. Well, that was a pretty simple thing to say. Pretty inconsequential too, because that was the plan from the beginning. Oh, I didn't see you. Didn't see you. Well, it doesn't matter, right? It really doesn't matter. Okay. Well, Sirius is being fed. He dodges, finally. Not that it really matters, he's not facing critical, so there's not a risk of dying, because this is the last cavalry available. But it's obviously better if he is higher on health. Alright, that's a level with skill and luck. Equip that. Wait in there. And we are blocking. Meanwhile, George has a pretty scary range. And to be able to go through his range, I actually need my units to have a certain amount of movement. That movement being 6. 6, yes. So Marth, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's definitely intentional. Here. Here you don't get attacked by George. No, you do get attacked by George. I miscalculated. I don't want to repeat the map. It's a very bad use of rescue, I'm fully aware, but okay. I don't want to repeat the map. Just because I made a mistake. There's 2 down, so you have to be here. You have to be at the same... Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways. Probably the most stupid use of rescue ever. But it was needed. They prefer to focus on Sirius. They have a chance of doing damage. That's Stone Hoist. It isn't super effective, so as I thought, we tank it pretty well. We can probably run away now by going, you know, up left. Alright, and now comes another Javelin. Right, so it's all Javelins. And Sirius probably just wants to get out of there. Oh! I forgot about you. Yeah, this was a bad idea. This was a bad idea. I completely forgot you were a thing. Shida is dead. I have to reset. She could dodge, but even if she dodges, she doesn't. Yeah, okay. Well, fuck. Fuck. I didn't pay attention to the map. Obviously. But now I know what I'm supposed to do, so it should go better. It should, maybe. Okay, this is basically the position where I've decided to sit. I tried to tank a little bit with Cecile, but a single enemy does a lot, because still lances are pretty powerful. So because most of them have a steel and not javelin, I think Sirius will be able to do a good job once again. Maybe it was better for the experience to go to Ogma, but yeah. And as I thought, my movement is just enough to get me out of here, right? Yeah, even a little bit more than needed. But it's good because then I don't attract the second group. Okay, so yeah. With Marth, Ogma, and Julian, I'm going to cross this place. And also I think I will be leaving one Pegasus behind. And that one, the Pegasus I leave behind is going to be Katria. She's like my average Pegasus, not my strongest, but not my weakest either. I've been careful to not attract the Wyvern, but if I have to battle the Wyvern with this group, I should be okay. And with this group too, because I have Cutting Gale, Sirius, Katria, it should work, more or less. Alright, let's see how it goes. Been recording for an hour now. I wanted to do 2 chapters today because it would be good for me. I don't have time to record the Friday episode otherwise. But I feel like the game is going to fuck with me today. One of those days. Or maybe not. Or maybe not, or maybe all the steel lances decide to die against me. And I get a strength, speed, weapon, and maximum HP on Sirius. Sirius is looking more and more like a permanent stay in my army. I thought he would be like bad growths and not really in here. First of all, when I knew he was in this game as a playable unit, I basically assumed that he would be a late game unit. You know? Just like in FE1, Camus is a very late game boss. I assume he would be appearing very late into the game and just be a bit of a bonus character that you don't really get to use that much, like Lawrence. But no, it doesn't seem to be the case. So this guy throws the javelin, but now the other one has to go close combat with the javelin, which is just bad combat. It doesn't even get to hit, and I kill. And now there's a javelin here waiting to get destroyed. Probably by Katria? I want to say Katria, yes. That was Ricard? No, this is Ricard. That was... Okay, we're in range. It's time to pull up the wiki. It's time to pull up the wiki and check what Ricard is about. Because if he's recruitable right now and only by Julian or something like that, then I have no hope. But if he maybe, you know, doesn't disappear right at this point, let me check. So, Mystery of the Emblem, Ricard, enemy, talk to with Julian. Yikes. Enemy thief drops a night crest. Okay. I'm not using that many cavalries, so I should be okay. I should be okay. Yeah. I got the one that drops 1,000 gold, and Ricard can drop a VIP card. Ricard himself... Let me just enter Ricard's article. Chapter 5 or 6. Appears in Chapter 6 if not recruited in Chapter 5 and survived. Okay. We are letting him escape, obviously. That's just the way to do it. I didn't pay attention if only the wyverns that are in range move, but we're going to bet that's the case. And we're going to tank the first wyvern blow with Pala. So that means going to just under the first mountain, which is here. Equipping a steel lance and waiting. I have some more units at the ready. Okay, Rowdy, just by attacking you get enough experience to level up, so that's obviously something I want to do. I know I have no attack speed, so I don't double. Strength, speed, weapon HP. Yeah, strength, speed. You probably have good growth, don't you? Well, anyways, Katria takes care of this. She should. Yeah. That works. And now with the wyverns not having that much movement, I think my squad of cavalry plus maybe some extra help coming from behind should be alright. Alright, so Mr. Wyvern, I know you come. I know you're aggressive. The question here is it only you that comes? I'm doing 24. I could double. I do double and I get a critical. Okay. If I don't get a critical, it's a 2 round. Okay. Ricard runs away. So yeah, Ricard runs away. Not much else to say. Okay, now once again a single enemy with a steel lance. Okay, the snipers are pretty chill. No, they are pretty chill. This is... Oof. Whoa. You know who isn't chill? That guy with the stone hoist. You do 11. That was 11. Vulnerary alone won't be enough. Steel sword. Should do something. It does 2. I have some good critical. Okay. At least it makes it so that now I attack with iron and it takes the kill and I don't get counter. But I'm not liking these promoted enemies. I don't think this is balanced. They are strong. Strength, skill, speed. Thankfully, Pala is a monster, but I've also... Like, I'm pretty lucky with levels and all things considered. Okay, go for it. In fact, go silver. Go silver. Yeah. I want to take the kill. Silver was absolutely unnecessary. But I wouldn't know, so... Yeah. Not having battle preview or an awakening baby like me is a bit painful. I joke, of course. I've played Gaiden, like this is nothing compared to Gaiden, but yeah. The game, even though it has aged pretty well, still has some decisions that I'm glad they fixed in later Fire Emblem titles. That's for sure. Boss has an arrow spade, which is super effective against my other people, but yeah, here we start attacking. Rowdy should be okay. Against everyone here. Yeah, we take the kill and probably kill the boss. The boss is a bit too dangerous to just fuck around with other units. I think it's going to come on and that's about it. Also because they drop experience. Like they literally have an experience attribute and they drop that experience no matter the unit. Position 445 fire. That was an interesting line. Well, it's a one shot. And yeah, 62 experience, which is a lot. Strength, speed, weapon. Gemini shard. Okay, time to... General Lance, Altea is too strong. It's obviously time to check what the Gemini shard does. The Astral Shards. Stat alterations. Gemini shard is plus 30 strength, plus 20 defense, minus 10 weapon level. And you know what? I think I might want to use it on Sirius. Sirius seems like he has a lot of weapon level on base, so probably going overkill in terms of attack and defense is a good idea. Yeah. The speed ones, which obviously I'm interested in. Well, there's a very good one here, the Scorpio Shard. And the Aquarius Shard is incredible. Actually, the Aquarius Shard is, yes, plain brutal, but this one is like a lot of damage, very tanky. I would like to use it on a unit that wants to be good at both tanking and dealing damage. I think it's appropriate for Sirius, so it will be kept in Sirius's inventory. Also, he got it naturally, so sort of cool that he gets to keep it. And now with the Stone Hoist, well, I don't know if Sirius is in range of any of you. No, he isn't. Then the Stone Hoist I'm going to try and give to Katria, if possible. There's no going around it. I have the Devil Sword for an emergency measure. I could also try and divide them and lure this single wyvern. Yeah, that might actually be the play. Luring one of the wyverns against Sirius. Yeah, actually, that's probably the way to do it. If I divide them, then it's easier to deal with them on the upper side. And I'm guessing the village has something valuable for me to have to go through all this trouble. Okay, so I will equip Silver. This is clearly a battle that deserves to use the Silver. You don't have a Javelin, right? No. You also have a Steel. Well, this kill, as I said, is going to Katria. Katria definitely doubles and kills. And they can't counter at such a close range. Oh, yes, I don't even need to double, I one-shot. And yeah, Rowdy, can you shop? This is a vendor, I can see that. I need heals. 1, 2. I don't have more money. You never know. Now you should go down. Yes. And battle here is a bit of critical. Okay. And I have more critical than you. Okay. Didn't expect to literally kill. Alright then. That was easier than I thought. Yeah, so we go here to equip the Steel, sorry. And meanwhile we go here. We don't equip anything. This is the shop, this is the arena. I want to go into the shop, just in case, to check what is in the armory. Nothing new. Okay. And it isn't that painful. But I don't have any money, which is bad. I could have waited until I have my Mayes close, but I think Sirius and the rest are enough. You know, I don't think I need heals, so let me just cover the forts. Just in case. Just in case. I'm not too confident about the forts, so yeah. Now here it's 11 damage, but no risk for crit. And I have pretty high crit. Okay, I just do 11 times 2, next blow can kill you. Here I am facing a little bit of crit, which I don't like at all. We just need to dodge the critical and then we're done. Okay, we even dodge the blow. And we hit for 15 times 2. That was enough to kill even without the crit. Alright. Strength, speed, weapon, defense. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, hear me out. Okay, hear me out. This guy's crazy. You have 14 defense. He can do absolutely 0 to you. Let's stop playing around. Let's just take it with the Steel Lance. We know it's 100% accurate. We know it does enough. So let's just get you out. Steel Lance isn't that good also. The iron is better in this game, definitely, so yeah. Just stop playing and go ahead. Okay. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen that mercenary Samto recently. A mercenary. New mercenary. I thought that maybe he had you in your army. Samto can seem like a very casual type of guy, but his skill is impressive. Okay, so there's a guy called Samto. I'm guessing he will be recruitable in the future. He could also be a future boss, but I don't see that happening. I don't see it being that probable. Alright. And let's check the village that has cost us so much time to reach. Oh, Prince Marth, it's been a while. How's my granddaughter Lena? Alright. Oh, she's not here. Really, then does that mean this Hammerna stuff is useless? At least Lena's pupil Malicia should be able to use it. Well, please take it. Alright. First of all, did we ever hear that Malicia was Lena's pupil, per se? I think we heard that they took Lena and like to distract them from taking Malicia. And she can use the hammer. Alright. That's a point in favor of Malicia, obviously. Being able to use hammer, and there's a point in favor of Yumina, which is using rescue. Right now I'd say Yumina is still on the lead because she's relevant to the plot, but yeah. Okay, so now I just have to go to the throne. Is this going to be... Alright, they appear from there. Interesting. Well, I get to do some battling with Shida. Potentially I can feed maybe some kills to her, so that's not bad. Meanwhile, Marth is going to take a while to come down, so I'll probably skip to that. Okay, it seems like there were only 3 thieves, but I got a level and a half on Shida and I got a level on Cecile, so obviously good news. Levels have been very good. Maybe I've underestimated the growths in this game. I assume they would be very poor, but maybe that's unique to Gaiden, and maybe like in FE1 there's a lot of units with bad growths, and the units in this one are just better. After all, the level, you know, the challenge seems to be higher, so it would make a bit of sense. Yeah, we're just going to conquer. I think, like Julian escaped, we got Shard, which is on you. Serious? We have the other Shard, by the way. I don't know if I said it on Shida, because she's a good unit and she's very low level, so that should help her get some stats. And overall, that's about it for the map. Your Highness, we finally subdued Grast. However, many enemies are hiding inside the castle, so we must be careful. I understand. Still, if we don't defeat Lang, the citizens of this country cannot be saved. That's right. He must be defeated at all costs. Yet we don't know what dastardly plans he has prepared for us. So if we are fighting inside, we must be extremely careful. Okay, is that the first indoors map in FE3 Book 2? Might be. So a lot of the units I've been relying on very heavily, my cavalry, my Pegasi, are going to be dismounted. Alright, that's definitely a moment for my foot units to shine. We know that Ogma can be very good in there if there's a lot of armor, which I sort of expect, because normally in indoors maps there's a lot of armor, then my mages are probably going to have a good time. Even my archers maybe attacking through walls. Don't know, we'll have to see the map. And I am aware now that Ricard is going to be in that map. So if he is, I definitely want to recruit him. Okay? I definitely want to recruit him, and I have to do so with Julian. George being in this map was a bit of a surprise, but yeah, when I was checking the items to see what I lost, I also checked a bit about the strategy, and it said avoid George, just fucking avoid George, because if you kill George in Mystery of the Emblem, it's an actual game over. Not a game over, but you lose like on, you get softlocked or something. That's what I understood. I didn't want to read it on detail, but sort of said you get softlocked, doesn't happen anymore in New Mystery of the Emblem. If you're interested, we all read the same wiki, fireemblemwiki.org. You can read there what I read, and don't spoil me, please, because I want to have a certain level of blindness to this game, even if I don't want to lose on, you know, I don't want to get softlocked. That's as far as I will go by you know, checking things. So yeah, that's obviously going to do it for this part. Next part, it seems to be like the end of the Grast saga. We might not delve a lot into Grast and Medon in this book, because they were sort of the allied enemies in book 1. In this one, it seems like we're going to those first, and then we might have to go to Akanea for the late game, which makes a lot of sense considering Hardin's shenanigans. So yeah, I'm interested to see how they play it, how the game goes on. Not a lot of a story in this one aside from the George thing, like George being here. But yeah, if you liked, as always, consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment. Loving the game so far. Yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.